Hi, Brandon.
Hello there. How are you?
Oh, TGIF, damn it.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Gary Amanoff. All right, you guys, we'll wait just another minute and then we'll get started here and just let a couple more people join in if they're going to. All right, so you can all see my screen here. I'm logging into the command dashboard. Today we're going to go over how to create and post effective Facebook ads. So I will go ahead and log into the command dashboard. And the reason we want you to post them through here versus going to Facebook directly, is because Keller Williams is actually the only brokerage that has a corporate partnership with Facebook. So what that means is Facebook treats Keller Williams, anybody who uses the Command platform to post a Facebook ad, as one account. So they've created a specific algorithm for Keller Williams agents so that you can get more people in front of your leads for the same amount of money, which would, your cost per lead would go down. So there's an advantage to you using Facebook ads, posting them through Command. That's the biggest advantage. The other advantage of it is that it keeps it organized for you. And so you'll see that when you go into campaigns, which is located on the left-hand sidebar here, and then you go to the top here, there's different options of what you can do under campaigns. You can do paid ads, you can do emails, direct mail postcards, and also social posts. For today, we're going to go over the paid ads. And inside of here, you can see it organizes your different campaigns, your different ads in a list format here with a little preview of what it looks like. It'll also tell you how many people have looked at your leads, how much you've spent on that lead, and then also how many impressions and if you have any leads captured. So if you were to have leads captured here, you would then be able to click this little box with the arrow in it, and it would take you to your section of contacts here with your Facebook lead information. So, and then within each contact, you can add notes, right? You could add a note that you spoke to them or that they didn't answer, whatever the note is. But also you could put them on a smart plan, like an auto email drip campaign. So the advantage, again, of using it through here is that it keeps it more organized. Yes, Facebook does do the same thing. However, it doesn't keep it in one platform, right? Which is the goal of Command. In order to post a Facebook ad, you need to create a Facebook business page. So if you haven't done that yet, we can also support you in setting one up, but you will need a Facebook business page to post the Facebook ads through here, right? So we're going to get started with how to do it. And again, we're on the campaign section of Command, and then we're going to paid ads, which is the default section of it that we go to. So we're going to go to create a new campaign, which is a blue button at the top right. And then we are going to click social ad. And under campaign name, I'm going to put test, but we recommend you put whatever you want that's going to have which ad it is for. If it's to advertise a listing, maybe you put the property address that you're advertising. If it's to attract buyers, then maybe you can put, buyer recruit ad, whatever is going to make sense to you, but no one will see that name except for you. And then I'm going to choose an option for my goal. So I can advertise a listing. I could advertise multiple listings. I could do brand awareness, but I'm going to go ahead and choose advertise listing. And I'm going to run this ad on Facebook. Okay, you can also post to Instagram. And if you do that, it'll let you choose if you want to split your ad spend dollar between the two evenly, or if you want it to determine for you which ad is performing better. And it will then push the ad on either platform, right, depending on how it's performing. So right now we'll do Facebook and hit set up campaign. It's going to take you to this screen here because I said I wanted to advertise a listing. So it'll immediately connect me to the Keller Williams listing service, which is really, you can access any listings in the entire United States. Okay, you can advertise other people's listings. You could advertise your own listing. If you don't have a listing, you would want to get another agent's permission before you use their before you use their listing to advertise. But it is possible to search for any property address. We're going to use as an example, let me just get my address here. Oh, I don't have it anymore. David, is David still on this call? Yeah. David Lopez, what's your address again, the Pamplona?
1179 Pamplona.
Pamplona, okay, and that's in Riverside, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I like to use this listing as an example because it's Chuck Bowles and David Lopez's listing. They're in our office.
1191.
1191. Oh, yeah. See, it's so smart it knew. So
yeah.
It'll find your listing for you, everyone. You'll hit select, and then it'll populate everything for you. All right. It's going to populate your address. It's going to populate your ad text from the description of your listing. And if this is long, because some people like to write really long copies for their listings, you'll have to shorten it to 250 characters. But your headline will match up to the side here. So on the right-hand side, you'll see the preview of what your ad will look like. Every time you change something on the left-hand side, the right-hand side will immediately change as well. So this will update itself as you continue to create your listing or your advertisement. It tells you here under the headline, right, to enter a headline that tells what your advertisement's about. And then under description, it says, you know, you try something like you could be coming home to this, and you can click use suggestion and it'll populate it in there for you. And you'll see down here it is, right? The suggestion. Now personally, I wouldn't, you know, just use this because I feel like a lot of people are going to use this suggestion. There's not multiple, it's just this one. So try to do something that has emojis in it, because emojis are popular right now and it gets people's attention when they're scrolling through their Facebook feed. So if I know, obviously, you know, Easter is coming up, I'm going to do something that's themed with a holiday coming up or something relevant to what's happening. So, you know, maybe I'll put some bunny rabbits as my first couple emojis. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste them like 3 times. And then my description would say something like, you know, hop on over to this amazing deal. Something cute, right? Something relevant that's a play on words. And then I would put maybe some more emojis at the end of it and put, you know, maybe like an egg, right? And I don't know, whatever else you would put, right? But use emojis, use something that's creative, that's gonna stand out. That's what's gonna get you more people clicking on your button, okay? Versus just a plain old text ad that everyone else does and they're just gonna scroll through it and go, yeah. So it does help, makes a difference to do something creative. And, you know, then I'm gonna hit save ad text. Okay, I do have to enter a headline here, so I'll put test just to show you guys. But you'll see it pulls in here the, under add media, it already pulls in the image, okay, for the listing. Now, this is cool. This is already a new update. I believe you don't need a higher quality image anymore to do this. So it pulled the listing picture. When I go to Facebook ad, okay, I'll point out here, the blue check marks will highlight the moment that section is complete. So it'll kind of remind you what you need to do in order to go to the next step, which would be to publish your ad. So we did our name and goal. We've put in our ad text. We've also put in our ad media. And now we're going to go here and select our account, our Facebook account, which will be populated here if you've connected it in Command. And it'll also automatically tell you whether or not your business page, if you have a business page. So you'll see here, Nicole has the Keller Williams Realty Inglewood business page. So I'm going to select that. Notice what happens on the right-hand side here. This changes to the business page. So if your business page has your headshot on it with your name, this would be your headshot and your name. It won't say Keller Williams unless you have a KW logo as your main profile picture. So it'll pull from your synced up Facebook account, your business page, and then you go down here to destination. So this is setting a destination for the people that are viewing your ad, meaning when they click the Learn More button over here, I'm going to scroll over here. Okay, when they click this button, are you going to use a Facebook lead generation form or a landing page? Now, I recommend using a Facebook lead generation form because when they click this Learn More button, the lead generation form that Facebook has will have all of their information already auto-populated for them. So the verified phone number, the verified email address that they have already on file for them from their Facebook account will be right there. And the person looking at the ad doesn't have to then type their phone number in or type their email address in. They can just click next. It's a lot easier. Most people don't even think about it. They don't think that you're going to be getting their phone number and email address from them clicking next. But sure enough, you are. You're going to capture their verified phone number and email address, okay? And it'll put it right into your command profile. And it'll alert you on your phone the moment that lead gets captured. So the beauty of that, right, is that you get more quality leads, right? Through the Facebook generation form, lead generation form. And then you can change what the button says, sign up, apply now, learn more, whatever it's going to make the most sense. And then you need to put in a URL as to where it's going to take them, because you do want to provide something of value to them, right? You don't want to just have them click a button and it goes to a website that doesn't really do anything for them. So if you're probably talking about a listing, or if you're talking about how the neighborhood prices are on the rise in the neighborhood of Inglewood or South LA, then you probably want to have them go to a landing page that tells them just a little bit of information about the prices, for example. And you can do that by creating a landing page in Command. It's free to create landing pages. And I do have another class that I'll be leading later in the month here about how to create landing pages. But once you create that page, that website, basically a free website that you can create in Command, you would choose your site and you'll see a drop down, right, of all the different websites that have been created. And then from there, right, you can go down to your targeting. And this is very similar to, if you've ever done a Facebook ad, it's very similar to how it works on Facebook. But you can either target your database, which I don't know why you would do that, but maybe I don't know about that. This will upload a custom list to Facebook. Yeah, no. We're going to target a custom audience, okay? And we'll search, obviously, the part of town that we're looking to post our ad in. And you do need to do a 15-mile radius. It's just required by Facebook. That's the tightest radius you can use is 15 miles. So 15 miles of Inglewood is where my ad is going to go. And then under expert targeting, you want to put in interests that people are going to be already searching for, right? Now, I don't know if you know this, but Facebook can be a little creepy sometimes, and it pulls your search history from Google. If you're logged into Facebook and you're searching on Google for things, it will pull your data. It'll pull that search history. So it's creepy, and it works for you as a realtor, right? Because if people are Googling Zillow or Trulia or Mortgage Calculator, things like that, Facebook's able to pull that information from their search history, okay? And so you want to search interests like Zillow, okay? And have that be one of the things. And then maybe like Mortgage Calculator, right? You don't want to do too many because it's too many people, right? So Mortgage Calculator, what else? Let's see, mortgage, right? So on and so forth. But you want to think of things that are creative, right? That would get people's, that you want your ad, the kind of people you want to put your ad in front of. And so it tells you the estimated audience, right? 32 million people, 2 million people, that kind of audience. And then you'll save your Facebook ad, okay? Now that box has been checked. The last box is your duration and budget. And so you'll choose how long you want your ad to run for. I recommend you, for your very first ad, if you're just wanting to see how it works, do a minimum of 5 days and do $5 a day, okay? So that's 25 bucks that it'll cost you. And you'll get leads, you will. So try out 5 days for a minimum of 5 days. You can go for more or less, but do that. And then you can change your campaign budget here. So, you know, even if you just do, you know, total budget as $25, right? And you do it for 10 or 5 days, which would be right here. There we go, right? $5 for 5 days, that's 25 bucks. Then you can save your duration and budget. And then the next thing you would do is you check out your preview, right? Your Facebook web feed preview and the mobile. This is what it would look like on a mobile phone, right? Now, one more thing that you should know is up in the photos section, the more photos you add, the better. And the reason for that is it will post different variations of the ad with different pictures as the main photos. So you might want to upload the front of the house. You might want to upload the backyard, maybe a kitchen, if it's a really nice kitchen. And it'll do 3 different variations of the ad for you. Whatever one performs better, it's going to start to push more, right? So the more photos, the better. You just get more possibilities of you know, people clicking on it. So it'll test that out for you. That's part of the algorithm. And then you want to publish your campaign. It'll ask you for your credit card information, and then you got your Facebook ad running. The moment you get a lead, it'll notify you here at the top And if you've got the Kelly app downloaded and connected to Command, it'll notify you on your phone the moment you get a lead. And you can text that person directly from the Kelly app. It'll connect to your phone. You can text them, you can call them, and have a conversation and put notes in. And that's how you do it. That's how you do Facebook ads. And I think, again, the most effective way to do them is by creating, using emojis, right? Using creative lines and putting pictures, lots of pictures, right? Do different variations of the ad to get the most possibilities. And then picking the right target audience, right? And using the right expert targeting here. So for you, it just depends on what ad you're running, but these are the kind of categories that would be effective, I think, right? People who are probably looking at buying a house or refinancing or selling their house would be searching for Zillow and mortgage calculators and stuff like that. So any questions? We're going to open it up for questions. I went a little fast, I'm sure. I tend to do that. So please feel free to ask questions if you have any. Anybody? Y'all good? Okay. All right, good. All right. So this is recorded, okay? I'm gonna post it to the Keller Williams Facebook page, or sorry, the YouTube page, and it'll be available in the playlist called Command Training. If you need assistance in creating a Facebook business page, please reach out to me and we can go through step by step on how to do that. Otherwise, this was it. This is the class. All right, you guys? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Monica, you good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, I can ask you something offline. I want to ask you in the area where you put your credit card in.
Yeah.
Can you go back to that?
So it'll be when you hit publish campaign. That'll be the next step, right? Putting in the payment.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I've never done it, so and I'm kind of, I don't know. It makes me nervous to hit the button. I don't want to hit it. I don't know what it's going to charge me. Mike Berlin, David, you guys good? Any questions? Mike, you're on mute.
I'm good. Thank you.
Good. Okay, cool. All right, everybody. Yeah. Thank you. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.